The lighthouse at Pigeon Point was built in 1871 and 72. It's 115 feet tall. It's all brick masonry, and it's got a first order Fresnel lens, so it's a wonderful place to visit to kind of go back in time. The hostel is really unique in that it is in the old family housing quarters that were built in 1959 and 1960. There's 4 different houses, and each house fits anywhere from 14 to 15 people in them. Each house has got a nice big living room with lots of couches. The kitchen has a lot of cooking counter space. Well, families and groups really like Pigeon Point because of the 4 different houses that you have here. You can have a group of 13 to 15 people, and they can have their own house. Individuals really like Pigeon Point because the houses are not so big. There's just 6 people in each room, so they're small dorm rooms, so it's a little bit more intimate. You get to know people a little bit better. And then, of course, we have the most famous hot tub on the cliff in California coast. In the nighttime, you can rent out the hot tub for 2, 3, or 4 people. It's right on the cliff edge. You're overlooking the lighthouse, the rocky islands on the shore, the harbor seals are resting on the rocks. Sunset is just fabulous there. And even after the sun goes down, you have the beams of light from the lighthouse going around. The fog signal building is a multi-purpose building. It can be used for groups or individuals. We show movies there every night. It's got a wood stove so everybody can stay warm in there. Well, Pigeon Point is really unique in that it's surrounded by water on 3 sides. It's somewhat like an island. It's got wonderful viewing for wildlife, such as in the springtime you have the California gray whales that migrate right off the rocks. You got harbor seals right resting on the rocks at low tide. During low tide, it's a wonderful place to go tide pooling and check out the sea stars and anemones. A lot of people like to go down to Whalers Cove Beach. It's sheltered from the wind. It's south facing, so in the early morning it's a wonderful place to get warm with the rising sun. When people get outside of their cultural habit and interact with other people, they understand people better, they understand the world better. And travel really helps do that. It's inexpensive, so it's easier to travel when you go through hostels.